Hi everybody, it's Ann Patchett and Sparky Van Devender at Parnassus Books. We had a big loss this week. Opie, the boss of all shop dogs, died, as you may have seen on our social media post. And on behalf of Andy and Mary Brennan, who took such brilliant care of Opie for his whole life and were his best friends, they just want to say thank you for all the love that you've shown. And also, I'd like to say, if you feel like reaching out and making a donation to your local humane association in Opie's honor, that's where Sparky came from, and that's where our best dogs come from. And if not, just find a pet that you love, give them an extra squeeze, tell them you love them and you appreciate them. Thank you so much for that. Banned Books Month, James Baldwin, Giovanni's Room, one of my all-time favorites. Some books that I'm excited about. The hero of this book by my pal Elizabeth McCracken is out in paperback today. This is really brilliant and it's short. If you haven't read it, read it. And this is really long. John Irving's The Last Chairlift, but somehow in paperback, 900 pages feels more manageable. So maybe this would be a good time to read this. And it would be the only time to read Collision of Power, Trump, Bezos, and the Washington Post by Martin Barron. What happens when Jeff Bezos buys the Washington Post and Trump becomes president? Suddenly there are sirens trying to drown me out. I wonder what that's about. Okay, and some great children's books that Rayanne let me talk about, because What It's Like to Be a Bird by David Sibley. This is a great David Sibley for young people, but actually it's just a great David Sibley for all people. And friend to me, friend to store, friend to the world, Reese Witherspoon has a new Busy Betty and the Circus Surprise. That's great. I'm going to talk for 1 second more about my last trip because it was amazing. I mean, really, book tour has been incredible. I went to Cleveland last week with my friend Kevin Wilson. Now is not the time to panic. We did one of the best events I've ever been part of. And while we were there, we were told that the Anisfield Wolf Book Award had gone to Geraldine Brooks. Yeah, Geraldine Brooks was in Cleveland too. And so I called her and we had breakfast the next morning and it was amazing to see her, and congratulations. Don't itch right now, I'm still talking. And then I flew to Minneapolis and I saw my friend Kate DiCamello and The Tale of Despero 20th anniversary edition. And Kate and I got in the car and we met Louise Erdrich, The Sentence, and we had lunch for 2 hours. I am living my best life. Lindsay, are you living your best life?
I will be after all these books are shelved. Did you know on Tuesdays I come here at 7 in the morning to shelve books? It's great. That's why I'm so chipper when I do these videos. My favorite banned book, which, hey, banned books, is The Awakening by Kate Chopin. I love this book. It's short, it's gorgeous. Doesn't end happily, but that's okay. I have a bunch of books out today. We have book club picks. At first, the Reese pick for October is Starling House by Alex E. Harrow. She's been a longtime bookseller favorite here. She writes fantasy. She's got some great novellas that have been out the last couple of years. We're delighted to see a full-length novel from her. Starling House. It's a gothic, southern magic. It's great. We love Alex E. Harrow. The Good Morning America pick is The List by Yomi Adegoke. This one, it follows a high-powered feminist journalist who she's just gotten engaged to the love of her life. He's a progressive man, and then he appears on a viral list of troublesome bad men, and how is she going to reckon with that? The Read with Jenna pick is How to Say Babylon, which is a memoir by Safia Sinclair, and some other books that are out today. For our unhinged hot girl lit, we have Death Valley by Melissa Broder. For very, very serious literature by very serious, important men, we have The Maniac by Benjamin Labatut. If you want an anthology, Jordan Peele has edited Out There Screaming, which is an anthology of new Black horror. For some fantasy, we have Menawood by Nicola Griffith, which is the follow-up to Hild. And Dad, if you're watching, I'm buying you this for Christmas. Surely you can't be serious. An Oral History of Airplane. And up next we have Elise telling us about events.
Hi everyone. Okay, my banned book. This is Art Spiegelman's Mouse. Now, listen, not because it's been banned for a very long time, not even because it was the winner of the 1992 Pulitzer Prize, but because it's incredible and because it's important. This should be owned by everyone. We have a lot of stock. Buy it from Parnassus Books or any of your favorite independent bookstores. Okay, we have some great events. That's not big news because every Tuesday I tell you about the great events, but tomorrow night, I just, Sipam Zhang, and I love her a lot. She's best-selling author of How Much of These Hills is Gold. And I just finished The Land of Milk and Honey. And I'm just gonna read by the author of Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow. It's rare to read anything that feels this unique, a richly imagined, ambitious, and haunting novel. I'm just saying that because I couldn't have said it better myself. I love this. There are a few seats left. It's a free event. It's tomorrow night at 6:30 in the store.
Steve.
I'm sorry, and thank you. She's in conversation with Steve Harouche, who I've said this before. We love him. He used to work here. He's incredible. So it's going to be a really incredible event, and we have a few seats left. Go online now. Thursday, V.E. Schwab is sold out, except for if you buy the book now, you can get a signed copy. So why don't you go ahead and do that? This is the new series. It's the Shades of Magic. This is the first in that new series, The Fragile Threads of Power. Saturday, we have story time, and it is the fantastic Parnassus staff story time. And then there are a few other things I want to just mention. We have a couple of events leading up to the Southern Festival of Books. October 19th is John Scalzi, Starterville, and I know I've talked about this because it is one of my favorite covers. But now, this is not out yet, so I'm showing it to you, and you can pre-order All That Consumes Us. And this is Erica Waters. She's here on October 18th, and the really exciting news that I just found out about this event in store is that she's in conversation with our own Rayanne Parker. And if that isn't exciting enough, I don't know what is. And speaking of Rayanne, here she is.
Thanks, Elise. Hi, fun fact, Erica's book is the Parnassus Next pick for this month. So if you are a Parnassus Next subscriber, I hope you'll come that night. Also, and I am living my best life because I have already been to the Bookham celebration breakfast this morning. I went with Kat and Heather, and we got to hear about all the great work Bookham is doing for elementary schools and for all kids in the Nashville community. They let me award Julian Vaca the Literacy Legacy Award, which was a great honor, and I hope you will go online and check out Bookham if you're not familiar with them. Also, I wanted to recommend one of my favorite banned books, New Kid by Jerry Craft, the first graphic novel to ever win the Newbery. Banned book, please read it. Okay, some new books that are out today. Sprout fans, Sprout Book Club members, your new book is by Sophie Blackall. How lucky are you? If I Was a Horse. This is a great book that imagines, a kid's imagining what life would be like if they were a horse. How would you like it if a horse came and sat at your table? Spark members, your book is out today. It's Treasure Island, Runaway Gold by Jewel Parker Rhodes. Treasure Island Reimagining in Modern Day Manhattan. 3 kids, skateboards, a treasure map. So good. A new picture book out today, Jason Reynolds' first picture book, and it's illustrated by Jarrett and Jerome Pumphrey. There Was a Party for Langston, King of Letters. This is a book that celebrates Langston Hughes and all the authors he influenced, told through a party at the New York Public Library. Middle grade readers, Donna Barbara Higuera, Newbery Medal winner, has a new book out today, Alabrijes. This is about a boy who takes the fall for his sister in a future world, and as his punishment, his consciousness is put into a drone. But guess what? There are crazy monsters out there and pirates, and she is one of the authors that will be speaking to kids at the Southern Festival of Books on Friday, but you too can see her on Saturday. Alex Gino's new novel, Green, is out today. This is about a non-binary middle schooler who fights for non-gendered casting in the Wizard of Oz production. YA, The Blackwoods is out by Brandy Colbert. This is about the Blackwood family and the teenagers whose great-grandmother, who was a legendary film actress, has died, and the secrets that are uncovered after she's gone. Curious Tides by Pascal Lascelles. This is also a dark academia novel, and it is about the only survivor of a terrible night is swept up into a supernatural mystery. And it's got some really beautiful things inside. Okay, couple of series next that are coming out today. Stuart Gibbs, Spy School Goes North. Graphic novel readers, The First Cat in Space and The Soup of Doom. We have a few signed copies, so many books. Thank you for listening this far, and thanks for shopping at Parnassus.